Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I actually want to talk about the Eat with Q versus Bloveslife situation. Now, if you don't know, Eat with Q and Bloveslife are two mukbang channels. They, do a lot of mukbangs. I've been on Bloveslife and I've been on Eat with Q's page. I am not a subscriber to either of them, but a few weeks, actually like a month or so ago, I really started to get into this whole mukbang thing, and I actually plan in the future maybe to do a mukbang or two. But I think it's kind of cool to just make a video, talk and eat, because everybody eats and we all talk at the dinner table, so that's so cool. But anyway, I've been recently getting more and more into this mukbang community, and as I was doing that, I stumbled across a couple of pages who I remember by name. So, I see Eat with Q, Bloveslife, I see Beast Mode, It's So Good, Stephanie Sue, Nikocado Avocado, and a few others. And what I like about the mukbang community is it's kind of versatile. So people just eat anything they want. Sometimes it's very little, sometimes it's a lot, sometimes it's a whole bunch of junk food. Nikocado Avocado is known for just having big feasts of junk food there. And fun fact about him, if you don't know him, he actually used to be vegan, and man, that sucks when you go back on your lifestyle choice, but that's his choice. He can do what he wants. So basically this whole thing that happened with Eat with Q and Bloveslife is that Blove and Eat with Q did a collaboration together, and basically according to both of them, at first it all went well, and then Eat with Q, and I've checked out her videos as well as Bloveslife. I did not know Blove had over 1 million followers or 1 million subscribers when I first stumbled onto her. And then I'm saying, okay, well, she does all these long 1-hour videos where she's sitting in front of a green screen. And some people do that. Some people sit in front of a green screen. Some people are in their living room. Some people are just in a room with a backdrop, whatever. But Bloveslife does it in front of a green screen, and she eats big portions of food with her family. Sometimes her mukbangs are like over an hour. Like it seems like they don't edit their videos, even though they say they do edit their videos, but she has very long mukbang videos, and that's fine. So Bloveslife and Eat with Q did a video together. They collaborated. Eat with Q went out to eat with Bloveslife. And here's the drama. So Eat with Q came out with a video saying that she had a bad time, that she just felt so disrespected, she felt looked over, she felt like she was being treated very rudely by her sons and her husband, and she just did not have a good experience. So basically, Blove and her family came out and said that was really not the case. Maybe you perceived it that way, but that was not the case. And I definitely tend to believe Bloveslife, and this is coming from a non-subscriber. This is not me being a stan. This is not me sticking up for the person who has more subscribers. This is me looking at the situation, and from what I've seen, both their videos and other people's opinions on their videos, and we're all saying the same thing. Honestly, it really looks like Eat with Q may have perceived them being rude to her, because she said, like, when she tried to meet her son, one of her sons, I think it was Darius, that he just ignored her, shoved her to the side, and just didn't say anything. But Darius came out and said, hey, I'm just a shy person. I'm very introverted. He could have a social anxiety disorder, but that's not me diagnosing. It's just me as someone who studied this stuff. But he basically said, I was never intended to treat you mean or rude. I'm just a shy person. I didn't really know that you were coming. That was him saying all that. But Eat with Q was saying, and funny enough, Eat with Q made a video before that saying, oh my God, Bloveslife, she is such a nice person. She just, is the best. She is just this, oh my God. She basically is kissing her ass in the Bloveslife video and in her other video. And then the next video, she's coming out saying, Lord, I had a bad time. I don't know what's wrong. I'm a Christian. She's bringing God into all this. And that's another thing too. I'm a Christian. I was born and raised Christian. I'm trying to go back to church, with my faith and all. But I consider myself a little more realistic, moderate, and in a way a liberal Christian. I do not like it when people like to use religion to justify their negative beliefs towards a certain group of people or to justify their wrongdoing. Talk about Jesus knows my heart. I'm a good person. I'm a Christian. And she started singing them gospel songs and stuff. And Bloveslife and her husband and Darius, they put it really, really well in that final thought video. And they said, look, it's tough being a Christian. We'll forgive you, but we won't forget. And I think that's how most Christians, well, not most Christians, but like most Christians, especially us, especially Black Christians, because, you know, we have that habit of just being told we need to forgive and forget. Like, no, we'll forgive, but we won't forget. You know, because we do need to move on. Holding grudges won't help you. But at the same time, let's not forget who you really are. You know what they say, when people show you who you really are, who they really are, believe them the first time. And Q has shown me who she really is. And I personally think she collaborated with them like a lot of people collaborate with big YouTubers or big people when they get the chance. She definitely pulled what I call a Jeffree Star on them. I never really like to name drop Jeffree Star, but I use this as an example because you see in the beauty community where people get with, do collaborations with Jeffree Star, and then a few months, years down the line, they have a falling out. We saw what happened with Jeffree Star exposing Lara Lee, Gabriel Zamora, Manny MUA, and everyone. They all did collaborations with them, especially when no one really knew who they were. They may have had a big or they may have had a medium-sized following, but once they got into one video with Jeffree Star or a few videos with Jeffree Star, their subscriber count skyrocketed, and next thing you know, they have beef with Jeffree Star. So I personally think Eat With Q was doing this to gain some clout, as many brands do. What they do is they get with people who are big, and it brings more people to their brand. But then for you to say kiss her ass in the video and in another video twice, and then say in the next video contradicting your previous video saying, I had a bad experience, they were so rude, you know, I thought they were gonna come greet me. And here's what I think she got a little big-headed. I think the real reason she had a bad time with Bloveslife, or she so claimed that she had a bad time, was because she felt like they were gonna roll out the red carpet for her, and because that didn't happen, she felt some type of way. There are people like that. I think Eat With Q has somewhat of a big head. In a way, like she's a little bit big-headed, where she kind of feels like because she has a very big following, you know, last time I checked it was over 300,000, but she has a very big following and she feels like she's very special and important. And maybe that big following came really, really fast. And that's the thing about fast fame and fast money, that people really start to believe that they're somewhat invincible and nothing can touch them. And when you don't get the attention or the you know, the certain rewards that you feel like you deserve, you get really pissed off. So I think what really went down was she was mad that Bloveslife didn't roll out the red carpet for her. And that's why she, you know, basically is saying she had a bad time. And she basically said the husband was rude, the husband didn't talk to her, and Bloveslife cleared that up. Yeah, my husband was doing some studio work down there. He was barely in the room. So maybe you perceived it as such a way, but I personally think she did it to start some controversy, start some beef, bring more attention to her brand. Then she comes out with an apology video and deletes another video. It leaves it on private. She didn't delete. She left it on private. She privatized the other video, but she comes out with an apology, which is a very contradicting video, basically saying, I'm sorry, but I still stand by what I say, because you want views. You need views. Look, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of us YouTubers, big, small, and other, we do put out content for views. Okay? We do put out content for views. But when it comes to something as this is the truth, which is why I was a little pissed off, like I said in my Tory Lanez video, that, you know, I am very disappointed in Eloho, because she basically, you know, just left that video up when she was proven to be wrong. It seems like, well, I don't think she's doing it for views, but I'm saying, you know, when you're wrong and you just don't want to admit it, so you leave that other video up, but you come out with a half-assed apology saying, I apologize. And then she's bringing God into this and singing and whatnot. And this is why I don't believe it or take too many people who want to bring religion into certain things seriously, because it looks like that's just a justifying scapegoat. That really does. And honestly, look, I am not the biggest fan of Eat With Q. I actually watched a couple of her videos and I had to run out because I can't take that obnoxious burping every 5 seconds, okay? She even said, hey, I burp, that's just me. And I get it. Some mukbangers, I've seen mukbangers and they burp some people say mukbang or mukbang. I say mukbang. But I've seen mukbangers who actually burp, but they don't do that crazy as loud as obnoxious burp. And honestly, you can say what you want about females and femininity and what makes someone a woman. It is very not classy. It is not classy. It is very unsophisticated to see just a woman burp as loud and obnoxious as Eat with Q. And I'm saying, even if they do burp, could you have like the decency to kind of edit that out? Like, you know what I'm saying? She even talks about, oh, I started my channel to uplift people and to be, you know, a good role model, and it's for people coming together. I apologize to the mukbang community. And, you know, she had her boyfriend there. I've seen her boyfriend in a couple of videos of hers. She had her boyfriend there, you know, kind of talking for her, and people saying, you know what, you're wrong for that, because if you really loved her, you would actually hold her accountable. He could at least hold her accountable off camera. But I think he was just kind of caping for his girlfriend, which is in a way understandable. That's what you're going to do. But, you know, I feel like she kind of got him there as backup and as ammo and as a defense. And he kind of really didn't do or say much. He was very low speaking. But I feel like he feels like he has no dog in this fight, but he's just being there to support her as you know, a spouse or a boyfriend would. But anyway, I personally believe that Q... The problem I have with Eat with Q is that, look, she really is not classy with her mukbang. She really isn't. I really don't, you know, look, I could stand Eat with Q as long as she didn't do that crazy as loud as obnoxious burp, because that takes away from the whole eating experience of the mukbang. But I understand that some people in the mukbang community, you know, they cover their face and do ASMR, or they do no talking and all you hear is eating sounds. And look, it is not as obnoxious. Those crunchy eating sounds and those lip smacking sounds are not as obnoxious as Eat with Q. I'm just going to let you know that right now. That is my observation and my opinion. I think, you know, look, some people are very classless with their eating mukbangs. But Eat with Q cannot make it look entertaining for me. I'm sorry. But I just have a bad feeling about Eat with Q. I feel like she got with Bloveslife to get more subscribers. I think she created controversy to get more clout. I don't know if these two were in cahoots with each other, because we see this all the time, or we've been seeing it more and more lately. Is the drama really all for clout? Because people pay attention to the controversy and the drama. And I somewhat have to blame viewers out there, because it's like, why is it when someone's doing something regular and normal and positive, it's like you barely give that support? And I understand it's one of those things where, hey, that's something you're supposed to do. We're not going to give rewards for people doing things they're supposed to do. But I'm saying you also complain about us not seeing more of that. But why is it when people are doing something regular and normal and positive, that is just like, that goes over the head? And I get it because it's regular and normal, but support people when they're doing that, but then you make a bunch of comments and videos and pay attention so much more when there's controversy, when there's, you know, drama, when there's, you know, someone doing something negative. And all the time I'm starting to hear, oh, black outrage, and outrage is the new marketing tool. And one of the reasons it's the new marketing tool is because maybe if they were doing something regular schmegular, you wouldn't pay attention to it. And I'm sorry, but pay attention when people are doing something regular schmegular and not too controversial before you pay attention to it. And let's be honest, she made those videos, Eat with Q made those videos, contradictory or not, she made those videos because she needed the views and because she needed subscribers. I feel like she's somewhat competing with Bloveslife. And again, I think she pulled a Jeffree Star on her where she just used her for you know, getting some clout. That could be just me. Tell me what you think down below. But yes, look, Eat with Q is kind of fake. Not even kind of fake. This is just showing me that she's fake. This is showing me that she's somewhat a scammer, because I heard Bloveslife gave her $100,000 that Q has not returned. So if you felt such a bad way about it, why did you keep money? And listen, anyone who gets money does not want to give that back, because anyone who gets money, that's money. Okay? People want money. People need money. So in a way, I'm not surprised she didn't give it back. But you talked about all your bad experience with her, but in a few other videos, you were kissing her ass. And I get it. Some people on YouTube, they tend to kiss higher subscribers ass. Like, people with higher subscribers, or more subscribers, I should say, they tend to kiss their ass and pander to them because they're trying to big up their brand. They're trying to increase and, build their brand as well. So it's somewhat understandable, but then not too much time later, you come back and you say that you had a horrible experience. And then Bloved came with the receipts disproving what you felt. So it could be one or two things. One, you perceived something negative, and that you perceived you had a bad experience, and that everybody was negative to you, because in a way we weren't there, so the viewers weren't there, so they can't fully say what did and what didn't happen. But based on Bloved's receipts and testimonials from the family and from people who actually knew them and have collaborated with them before, based on what they're saying and the receipts that are showing up, it's showing that you either perceive this, or two, you're trying to gain some clout by causing drama. That's just what it looks like to me. And then you want to cry online and say, Jesus had my heart, singing and crying, trying to gain sympathy, but you won't delete the past videos or admit you're too wrong. You contradict yourself in those videos. And guess what? I heard that anyone who has a neutral opinion, even a neutral opinion that isn't siding fully with E with Q, she's blocking them. She even came on and said, oh, her sister was forced to make an apology because her people were attacking her and the trolls were getting out of control. I'm like, girl, bye. So I'm sorry. Like, this is my whole opinion on the Eat with Q situation. I have to go right now. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you know any more information or any information about the Eat with Q versus Bloved situation, tell me more about it in the comments. Give your opinions, give your thoughts. What do you think? How do you feel? Are you a fan of either one of them? Are you one side, the other side, or neutral? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will hope to see you in the next video. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Thank you so much again for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!